Hey guys, welcome back to CF Fuenlabrada Career Mode, the Road to Glory Career Mode. And today, of course, want to address one thing. I realized this video or this series has been a little bit. I'm not getting. I'm pretty sure you guys are not quite favoring this video. To basically, I can tell by the number of views that I have on this series. I know it's not been popular, but of course I know there are also people who might actually like this type of series. But of course I'm going to continue and do it, but seems like this type of video, this series might not be regularly uploaded every day. So it's more of a once every 2 days thing or once every 3 days. Depends on the popularity on the video. Next upcoming few episodes and see, because again, this is a pretty new episode. We are still in episode 5 right there, and of course still early in the season. We are still not making a tremendous progress in the team per se. So it is going to take a long time to actually get to the team where I want to build around, or get all the youth players that I think they're good enough to play in order to actually be promoted in the La Liga First Division. And here we are still looking to start winning a lot of games. In last episode, we did a little bit. We can see some new changes in the system, and of course new instruction as well for certain roles. And right now, defensively, not saying that we are more solid, and instead I think offensively we have been giving a little bit more chances. We've been taking a little bit more chances, and in terms of scoring goals, and we've been doing that pretty well lately. But then defensively, still a struggle. And as I said before, and I believe a lot of other YouTubers who does career mode, they would agree that this year FIFA, it's defensively, I think it's a little bit tougher. The goalkeeper in general has been better, except that goal over there, just all over the place in the penalty box. And Jesse, or Hesse, who remembers that guy from PSG back in 5 years ago? Pretty underrated player, but unfortunately no clue what happened to his career right afterwards. But again, this series, it is going to be tough, and I'm willing to actually stay for the long haul, and this is exactly what I'm doing. And right here in the 56th minute, hit the post. But who is right here? Guess this guy, Pedro Ortiz. Yes, I signed him as a loan deal to kind of provide more depth in the middle. And right there, he just scores, replacing Adrian Gonzalez, who was out for at least 4 weeks with a sprained ankle or sprained knee, either one of them. So we gotta call upon our signing. Of course, there have been a lot of serious talks how there are a few Loanees that are in the team are not getting as many game times as the other people, and most likely they might be sent back to the original club, their parents' club. But we'll see. But at this point, with the number of games that we're playing once every week, and of course, you don't get to rotate a lot of players, because whoever players that playing for us right now in the starting lineup, it's that I believe they are probably the best team, or the best chance that we can to get the result done. And Pedro Ortiz finally making his mark after pretty much frozen by me throughout the first 2-3 months. And right there, one injury can create a opportunity for a player, and just like that, Pedro Ortiz has been on the mark right there. Literally one goal in the last game, and that somehow to be the winner, and scores the game opener right here. And here comes in the 32nd minute, Conte going by himself, a great counter attack, and we have extended the lead to 2-0 in the 32nd minute. And of course, for the past 2 games, you're already seeing yes, defensively we still have a lot of flaws at the back, but offensively we have been giving more chances, taking more chances, and of course, more generally, we have more games in general, not games, but more opportunity, and we actually took it well as well. And right there in the 58th minute, and the other team has a chance to score one back. But Morrow, our goalkeeper, has been phenomenal so far this season, except making a few mistakes here and there. But again, 67, 68 rate as a goalkeeper, plus realism in the game. It bound to happen. And 3-0 right there already. Conte with another goal. Here comes Baldini going by himself. What a great goal. Probably one of the best goals we scored so far in this season. Literally over the top. Lob through ball to Baldini. Pretty much, half volley, or, just take it with half volley right there. And 4-0. Looking very comfortable already in this game, and we have a chance to stretch it to 5-0 right there, but good saves by the goalkeeper to prevent another goal being scored. And in the end, 4-0. Ortiz, Conte, and also Baldini are the goal scorer. And we are moving on to the third game of this episode. Of course, we are trying to wrap this month off with 5 games in this series. Of course, it's a little bit much, but you know what, I'm willing to dedicate the time doing that. We're playing against Fuenlabrada, CF. Not sure how you pronounce it, but that's probably the best time I can pronounce it. And Morrow makes a save once again. And of course, before this game, Baldini is currently the top goal scorer in the Smart Bank division with 14 goals, and the second one's 10 goals. And of course, the last episode, there's one game where he scored 4 goals in general. That's pretty much split out the difference. And of course, by the time the way how we're performing so far has been quite impressive. And Ortiz right there making 3 games out of 3 with another goal. And this guy is exactly the type of guy that we really do want. Yes, his rating, it's slightly a little bit lower compared to other players in his position, but you know what, when he has a chance to step up and shine, and that's what happened. That's what he did in 27 minutes. What happened right there? Agu is trying to clear the ball, instead literally got robbed in the end right there by another player. And 1-1, it's a chance. And here comes a 1-on-1 goalkeeping opportunity between Moore and also Plata, but good saves by Moore to end to finish right there. And Navarro should have probably go for a powerful shot instead of a cheeky little chip right there. Score is still 1-1. Here comes Pedro Ortiz, and here comes the rescue. We take the lead because of him. 4 goals in 3 games, and he is definitely on fire. And I can't believe this. Again, we would have been pretty much finished up this game if we don't have the error earlier. And 82nd minute. Look at this goal over here. Probably one of the best goals the other team have scored against me. And this is something that we are still trying to improve on. It's the number of players at the back right there, pretty much 1 against 3. And that's why we conceded that goal. 2-2 was the final score. Very disappointed, but again, we are still trying to fight for our lives, trying to fight for that promotion or that playoff. But we are still, we are still not capable of doing that right now. 4th game of this episode, we're playing against Mirandas right here at home, and of course, I pretty love the home field field advantage right here. Again, the best way if you're playing a Road to Glory series where you're using a team without a generic, without their own stadium, usually you can get to create your own, and that's the best one that I created. Looks pretty nice, to be honest, with a certain distance between the goal and also the fans right behind the goal. And right here in the 4th game, right here, within 10 minutes, we score from a header. Baldini again making his mark right there, scoring the first goal of the game. We didn't really have any chance until 30th minutes. Here comes Pedro Ortiz going by himself. Literally nobody dares to mark him. 5 goals, I believe. 5 goals in the last 4 games appearance. This guy is definitely on fire. He is definitely somebody that, at this point, 61 rated. I believe he's 18-year-old. I think, if I want to sign him permanently, he needs to keep proving himself in a situation like that. 80th minute, pretty much the last 10 minutes, we're fighting for our lives. We conceded that one goal in the 84th minute. This is getting a little bit more heartbreaking than usual. Moreno took a shot, but Moro, you gotta be kidding me. This guy has been phenomenal for us throughout the whole season, and right there, he just gave up that goal. When you look closely to that goal once again, he should have saved it with his hands. Instead, he go for his leg, and in the end, it was 2-2. Very disappointing as well. It happens twice where defensive mistakes or goalkeeping mistakes turn out to be a bum in the end, to be honest. So very disappointing. Both games that we tied in the end, it's a very winnable game, and we would have got at least 4 extra more points. And right here we arrived at our final game of this final game of this episode against Sporting, and again open up the score. 8 in the 8th minute, 1-0. Navarro is the goal scorer. Again, we have that type of stats where we score the first goal, but proceeding later on will be actually shedding our pants, to be honest. We just can't really retain the lead with the difficulty that I'm currently putting on and with the squad that we are having right there. 53rd minute, Sporting has equalized the game, and we haven't getting a lot of chances after the first half. And this first chance that opened up in the second half, we conceded right there. And then we keep making mistakes at the back right there. Oh my god. It's all over the place. Tachi, I think Ndoa, I believe he made a mistake at the back end in the end. Sporting has possession back, and right there Tachi just fouled the play in the box, and that is definitely a penalty, and of course a red card as well. A very controversial one, but you know what? If I made a mistake in the box like that, I deserve to get punished just like that. 2-1 count. We have pretty much the game in hand until the first goal came in, and of course the second goal came in as well. 80th minute, probably the last chance here. We're not getting a lot of chances today, isn't it? And then right here, Stranad, our youngster, 55 rated, equalized the game with 10 minutes to go. He is the type of player that it's young enough, giving us hope. Santa Maria, 88th minute, good save by Moro in the end. I would have flipped out if Moro actually couldn't make a save in that one. In the end, 2-2. Well, you know what? The best thing so far in this episode is that we were unbeaten in those 5 games. 3 draws, 2 wins. I believe could have been slightly a little bit better, but I'm not going to complain. In the end, right there, looking at the table, we are still sitting at 8th with a much more improved recent run of games, with 7 wins, 6 draws, and 5 losses. And we're still fighting for a playoff spot at this point. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in a bit.